Hi guys, Dark Aperture here, and today I'm showing a unique experience of connecting to Steam. Now I'm doing Just Tech, and the Steam is frozen, I don't care. Just close that. Easy vid, nice job, he killed Steam. But anyways, this is about something a little bigger. Now if you've been following tech today, you know what I'm talking about. It's another console. And this time it's from Microsoft. And it's not the Xbox 720. It's, drumroll please, the Xbox One. You already saw it in the previous, so I pretty much killed the point. And yeah, I'm just gonna look at, the way I'll be learning about this is through these images, because I'm lazy, too lazy to read them articles. So, first, let's just take a base look here. There's a specs image below, but I don't care, I'm still looking at this. So, this is basically what it is. It's, in terms of how good it looks, I'd say it's a pretty decent look. The webcam is a little bucky. Is it at Connect 2? I think that's the next Connect. I still don't really care about Connect though. It really does in the end. But it still does look like a really nice system. The controller is hardly changed. Come on, Microsoft. You could have at least fixed the D-pad. You've had all these years and you still haven't learned anything from that horrid D-pad in the Xbox 360 controller and controls before it. Now let's look at the specs. Now the specs are surprisingly similar to the PS4. It's got an 8-core CPU. The problem here is that they're, as you can already tell, they're far more vague. It's an 8-core CPU. What 8-core? Maybe I bet it's another AMD Jaguar. It's got 8 gigs of memory, unified or not. 5 gig HDD, that's good. Blu-ray drive, cool. 8012-11N. Good. HDMI in out used to be free. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, you know what? I can't get much from here. Let's get a closer look at the controller though, and we'll just see how much has changed. As you can see, the mouse stuff that has changed is absolutely nothing. It's just that the Xbox logo has been moved up. And I think that is a noticeable improvement. You might notice that in some games. Let's see if I can get an Xbox 360 controller up, just for the comparisons. Not the Xbox controller, I don't care. See, should be, when I look up Xbox 360, I should get the controller. Now as you can see, this, seems to be quite a bit different actually. I think it's a bit wider. Okay. Alright. Interesting, fascinating. Okay. Let's just look up Xbox One and see, and we'll read some articles on the system. I didn't watch the unveiling, so I'm largely in the dark on this. But let's just first look at the specs. Let's compare it to the PS4. It's big enemy for this. It's an 8-core CPU. So this one's by AMD, and it's a Jaguar XA6. This one's custom built by Microsoft. It might be XA6. If it's not, there will have some problem. The graphics chip is a D3D 1.11.1 chip with 32 megabytes embedded memory. No real power level on it. It's over 9,000. Whatever. But only 32 megabytes of memory. But it should still be good, because I've heard this memory is a lot faster than GDDR5. Still can't pronounce it. The PS4, 1.84 teraflops, AMD Radeon, blah blah blah, you know it all. Now, the rumor says that the Xbox had only DDR3, while the PS4 had GDDR5 RAM. Alright, this one, the Xbox has 8 gigabytes of DDR3, and I already know. Okay. So, the PS4 doesn't have any memory storage announced, but the Xbox One's storage has been announced. It's a 5 gigabyte hard drive. Now, equal Ethernet, BG, Bluetooth. So it seems that there's more connectivity features than the PS4, though the Xbox does have Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure 802.11n is Wi-Fi. HDMI input and output, 1080p and 4K support, optical output. Doesn't say anything about 1080p or 4K here, but I'm pretty sure it should support it. Since 4K TVs might be mainstream by the time the PS4 is almost dead and being replaced by the PS5. Okay, the Xbox One's controller has a redesigned directional pad. Ooh, snazzy. Okay, motion sensing, clickable touchpads, a share button. I can't really say which one's better yet. Okay, Microsoft's trying to go into total pixels, 250,000 pixels for motion control. The PlayStation 9 Dual Lens, it's 1280 times 800 times 2. Okay, so let's see which one's actually high resolution. Microsoft wants people to think it's a high resolution, but I'm not saying that it's a high resolution without a fight. Okay, second timer. Okay, 1280 flickering mouse times 800. Okay, as you can see, the eye camera is already better. Wait, 1080p. Well, 1080p is 2 billion pixels, so the actual camera's 2 million pixels, then they're both 2 million pixels. The cameras are equal, my bad. The price, not announced. Later this year, holiday 2013. So yeah, right now, in my opinion, the PS4 does take the specs round. Though the Xbox has some nice stuff that gives it an advantage. But right now, I think the PS4 has the lead on the specs. It'll be a lot. They might be exactly similar in performance, but then again, it's like the PS3 cell all over again. It'll probably be way too hard to program for, and as a result, developers will avoid it like the plague for the first few years. Then they'll learn something about it. But right now, I know there's a bunch of Xbox fans that might be watching this since they're looking for news on the Xbox One. But the PS4, I think, has the better specs. And for one simple reason, easier to program for, and it's got a bigger feature set in many places. More innovative controller too. Wait, so there's a live thing here, whatever. I have 2,000 people listening. Okay. I think the PS4 it's unified and all. I've already had I didn't exactly like Unify as much as most developers did. Sure, it's easy to program for, but it becomes a compromise later on. But really, I think the PS4 has the specs right. I was fearing that Microsoft would be in hot water if they didn't use x86, and also hearing that they had trouble with developing games, and it was going to the point where people were rumoring that they would buy games to come out only for the Xbox One. I think that the Xbox One has some programming difficulties. So, just watch. Neither of these consoles are out. Who knows? Let's see. Okay. That's it. That's all I have to say for this Just Tech episode. It's mostly a little special on the PS4 and Xbox One. You know what? Heck, let's just add this. Let's take a look at the 780 and 770 specs just to throw more content in here. Okay. Let's see. The GTX 780 is the flagship. They're using the Titan design apparently, so I don't think we'll see a bunch of modded coolers this time, as the Titan design is very, very good and hard to improve on. Okay, flagship. Wait, 800 for a 780? These people are insane. They're not gonna price it 800. They're gonna price it 500. Otherwise, they're completely insane. And here's the GTX 770. Apparently, they've changed up. They're still using an older cooler on this. Wait a minute. So, GK104. And that design is very similar to the GTX 780. Okay. And it's also a 2 gig card. So, what I'm getting here, I've already come to the conclusion that the 780 might be a rebranded Titan that's cheaper. And the 770 is rebranded 680 that's cheaper. Let's check. Let's take a look at these specs. No. The 770 has more CUDA cores, TMUs, ROPs, blah blah blah. 783 gigs of GDDR5. Thank God. Thank God that they're finally stepping up their game here. For and the 770, 760 Ti. Let's compare them. Okay, so the TMUs on the 760 Ti is this, the CUDA cores, and GK104225. In fact, I might think the 760 Ti might be the rebranded 680 here. So it's the imposter here. 760 Ti. You're the imposter all along. Let's see. 999. See, 600 to 660. I think that's a reasonable launch price. 400 to 450. So the 760 Ti to 300. So what I'm getting here is that the 760 Ti will be the standard in the $200 to $300 price range until the Radeon 8000 series comes out, and whatever AMD has to answer to that just kills the 760 Ti. Which I do think will happen. Sorry, NVIDIA fanboys. And the Titan's still a much higher end card. It's also a lot more expensive. So don't expect them to get rid of the Titan yet, just yet. But it's gonna come down price for sure. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna drag this on any longer. You know what? Hell, let's add in Haswell. Let's just see Haswell specs. Now we did do a look at the Haswell on Wikipedia, but we never really took a big look into this. So let's take a look. I'm just adding things on here right now. Let's take a look. So, mainstream. These are desktop processors. So, the R series, Iris Pro 5200. And the audio ones just have the 4600, which is better than the HD 4000, I'm guessing. So, okay, so let's start off with the low-end Core i5. The 4330S, 2.7 GHz, 3.2 GHz Turbo Boost, Turbo. Okay, I'm not confused here, whatever. Normal, question megahertz. Oh, that's clock weight, graphics clock. Oh, I see. 6 megabytes of raw free cache, 65 watt TDP, whatever, blah blah blah. The 4430 is more reasonable for 3.0 gigahertz. That's basically the difference. Higher TDP too, $175. There's also the 4570T, 2.9, 3.6, and 35 watt power consumption, despite having only 4 megabytes of raw free cache. So I might consider it as a good option. Whatever. These BGA sockets are all are. Pretty sure it's still a G1150. Now, it just basically comes around the same idea, just clock speeds and improvements. Now, K means overclocked, so let's count the overclocked CPUs here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 total CPUs. 2 are overclockable. So I can estimate that around 7% of these CPUs here are overclockable, which Intel, that's not very good. You still haven't improved on that. But there are some pretty good pricing here. Is some pretty good price here now. Especially considering that a 4670 will launch at $210, which is like just like Intel coming up saying, "Hey guys, you were considering that FX 8350? Well, just don't wait. Well, just don't wait for Seymour. Come and get this one right now. It's only $210, and it's gonna come down further soon." Now they're all at LG150, but what concerns me is dual channel DDR3 1600 for all of them. I don't believe that, but could be a case. But in that case, I am disappointed Intel, but whatever. It's probably not true. One thing that's notable is that all the i5s are hyper-thread now, 4 cores, and the i7 is now a virtual 12 core. That's some interesting stuff. Wonder what the Extreme Edition stuff is. They haven't revealed the Extreme Edition stuff. Wow, there's a whole lot of stuff here. We got to gather up some stuff and put some stuff on stuff. In fact, I'm just going to take this old hard drive platter guy right here. I'll put it on some stuff. I'm going to put this wrapper on stuff. You can't see it, but I'm putting wrappers and stuff. I'm going to put this glass and stuff. I'm going to put this mouse and stuff. Okay, that's going on too far. Okay. So, okay, I can't take this anymore. So I'm pretty much done here. Subscribe to me, Dark Aperture, if you like this episode. So, Good. So goodbye, guys. Cheese sticks.